You wake up determined and go to bed disappointed. You promise yourself, today I'll study, I'll work out, I'll finally start. But somehow you end up scrolling, watching, snacking, and hating yourself for it. If that feels uncomfortably accurate, this video is for you. You're not lazy. You're not broken. But right now, your brain is being trained to choose easy dopamine over the life you actually want. Think about your day. You decide to work, your hand opens social media. You plan to hit the gym, suddenly you're too tired. And discipline is this mysterious superpower other people have, and you don't. Here's the truth. Nothing is wrong with you. Your reward system is just doing its job in a world that's abusing it. Your brain is constantly running one silent question. Where do I get the biggest reward for the least effort? Hard work with uncertain payoff, your brain says, maybe later. Bright screens, endless scrolling, instant entertainment. Yes. Now. Not because you're weak, but because, for most of human history, saving energy meant survival. The problem is, today we live in an environment where billion-dollar apps, junk food, and endless content are all fighting to hijack that ancient wiring. So when you sit down to study, your brain compares. Textbook versus TikTok. Slow reward versus instant reward. And without a plan, instant wins every single time. People call dopamine the pleasure chemical, but that's not quite right. Dopamine is the I want that chemical, the signal that says, chase this, it matters. It spikes when your brain expects a reward before you even get it. That's why it's so easy to get hooked on scrolling. Every swipe is a tiny lottery. Maybe the next clip is funnier, hotter, more shocking. Your brain keeps releasing dopamine to push you to search for the next thing. Over time, this constant stream of quick hits makes normal life feel dull. Reading feels boring. Exercise feels heavy. Deep work feels impossible. And you start telling yourself a story. I just don't have discipline. But what you really don't have is balance. What a dopamine detox actually is and isn't. Let's clear this up. You can't and shouldn't remove dopamine from your brain. You need it to move, think, and feel motivated at all. A dopamine detox isn't about killing dopamine. It's about removing artificial, hyper-stimulating rewards long enough for your brain to remember how to enjoy normal life again. Imagine your dopamine system like a volume knob that's been cranked to max. Compared to that, reading a book feels like silence. Studying feels like torture. A workout feels like punishment. A detox is you gently turning that volume down. Less constant stimulation, less mindless scrolling, less reward with zero effort. So your brain can start responding again to finishing a chapter, completing a workout, making real progress on your goals. That's when discipline stops feeling like a fight and starts feeling good. Ask yourself honestly, if your brain could enjoy effort the same way it enjoys scrolling, how different would your life look 1 year from now? The uncomfortable transition nobody talks about. When you first remove those easy hits, it will feel worse before it feels better. You'll feel bored, restless, maybe anxious. Your hand will automatically reach for your phone. You'll crave noise, stimulation, something. That is not a sign you're failing. That is a sign your brain is recalibrating. You've trained it to expect constant hits. Now you're gently saying, no, we're done with that. There's going to be resistance. Think of it like withdrawal from constant distraction. The mistake most people make is they quit right here. They feel uncomfortable and think, see, I can't do this. In reality, that discomfort is the doorway. If you walk through it, things start to change. When that restlessness hits, instead of asking, why do I feel like this? Try asking, what if this feeling is my brain literally rewiring itself? How to actually do a dopamine detox. Here's a simple, realistic way to start. First, find your biggest source of empty dopamine. Not what you like the most, what you do the most without thinking. For many people, that is short-form videos, social media, gaming, junk food, or mindless browsing. Second, pick a time frame. 3 days, you'll notice it. 7 days, you'll feel it. 14 days, it can be genuinely transformative. You're not banning it forever. You're creating a reset period. Third, don't just remove, replace. Your brain hates a vacuum. If you just delete apps and sit there, you'll suffer. So line up low stimulation but meaningful activities. Read a physical book, study or work in focused blocks. Exercise, even simple walks. Journal by hand. Spend time with people, fully present. Take quiet walks without headphones. At first, all of this will feel flat. But keep going. After a few days, your brain starts to recognize, oh, finishing this task feels good. That workout leaves me energized. Deep focus is actually satisfying. You are literally teaching your brain to release dopamine for discipline instead of distraction. Why discipline starts to feel good. There's a huge difference between pleasure and satisfaction. Pleasure is quick, effortless, and gone in seconds. Satisfaction is slower, earned, and stays with you. Modern life drowns us in pleasure and starves us of satisfaction. That's why you can spend all day entertained and still feel empty when you lie in bed at night. When you do a dopamine detox the right way, you stop chasing constant little hits and start building actions that create deep satisfaction. Finishing a workout, actually understanding what you studied, sticking to the thing you said you'd do. Over time, your brain begins to prefer that feeling. The systems responsible for planning and self-control get stronger the more you practice delayed gratification. Discipline slowly shifts from "I have to" "I actually want this." Think about the last time you pushed through something hard and finished it. Which feeling was stronger, the temporary discomfort or the pride afterward? Make discipline the easy option. Here's the final piece. You can't rely on willpower alone. You have to design your environment so that discipline is the path of least resistance. Put your phone in another room when you work. Lay out your workout clothes the night before. Keep healthy food visible and junk food out of reach. Study in a place where you don't usually relax and scroll. Each small barrier between you and instant dopamine is one vote for your future self. Each small friction removed from good habits makes discipline easier to choose. Your first move, start today. Don't turn this into just another video you almost acted on. Right now, pick one thing. Identify your biggest empty dopamine habit. Commit to removing it for the next 7 days. Choose 2 or 3 replacement habits you'll do instead. Then, pay attention. Notice the urge to reach for your phone. Notice the boredom. Notice the moment it starts to feel a little easier. Notice when effort starts to feel good. Because that's the moment everything changes. You weren't born to be a slave to notifications and impulses. You were built to do hard things and secretly love doing them. Your brain is ready to be rewired. The only question now is, are you willing to give yourself 7 days to prove it? If this helped you take back control of your mind, hit like, share this with someone who needs a dopamine reset, and subscribe to Alpha Reveals so others can also benefit from this journey of discipline and growth.